What's up with it, y'all? Welcome back to Jay and Deshaun's Hot Seat. Today is episode 3. I have Jahmario Thompson with me. Today we're going to be talking to him about life after college and real estate. So welcome to the Hot Seat, Jahmario.
I'm glad to be here. How you doing?
I'm good, feeling blessed on this good Sunday. Tell me where you from, your degree, the school you went to, and all that good stuff.
Well, I am from Tulsa, Oklahoma, as you know. I went to elementary, middle school here, and then I went to high school in Plano, Texas. Then I went to college at Oklahoma Baptist University.
Okay. So
Graduated there, lived in Oklahoma City for a year, and then went back here.
so you've been moving around like a little bit your whole life.
And all I just neighbor state.
Neighbor state shit. That's moving though. Okay. Well, what would you say? Let's just get into the college part of things. What was the hardest adjustment you made after college?
So I've been working all through college, full-time student, full-time worker. And then the hardest adjustment was, for me, at the point was graduation. So
Mm,
my last year, senior year, I was living in my own apartment, Oklahoma City. I was a business developer and marketing manager over 2 franchises
mm,
with the company, and I was the only one in the position.
that's
So it
not.
was solely me. I had to train myself and all this stuff. And so around the time I had graduated, I was also working with a nonprofit on top of that. I signed a lease extension. 2 days later, they said, "Hey, we're just gonna get rid of this whole spiel.
Oh,
New
snap.
owner's gonna come in. They're gonna readjust all the things." So it's just me. There's no team. I was the team.
Mm,
So because I signed a lease extension, I had a week to break the lease and I had to come out of pocket. So I was paying for tuition too. So
that's crazy.
I had to use all my savings to break the lease and move back here, and gave myself one day to be frustrated, and I just had to make a move.
Mm. So,
So the hardest part about that was finding work, like 'cause at that point, my funds is gone, as far as because I had to spend a couple $1,000s to break that
yeah,
lease, you know what
like
I
just
mean?
in a week, like in that was a
And then
very
move,
short, yeah,
and then
nah.
pay for storage, no,
Mm,
just me.
mm,
So, finding work was another difficult thing, especially with 2020 into 23, 3
mm,
when this happened. Moved back, man, and a lot of people wasted my time. Honestly, just speaking, quite frankly, a lot of people here in Tulsa, they have vision, but
have the actual
they don't take
action,
actions.
yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think they really know what they're doing.
Mm,
Most people
mm,
on smaller scales,
yeah.
and it's not completely their fault.
It's
They're
just like
doing
a
they
resource what
they're
they
yeah,
working with.
they're doing what they can.
Okay.
Like, I'll go job interviews. "Oh, you're overqualified." I was told I was overqualified.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean,
Give your
shoot.
credentials.
That's telling though, like when you come from a different, do you feel like if you would have stayed in Tulsa, like, because you moved around, look, you was in Texas, then you went to OBU. Like, let's just say you stayed in Tulsa. Do you feel like it would have,
Um,
trajectory would have been a little different?
alright, so from middle school, I went to private school, but I wanted to go to a public school for high school, and I did that in Plano, Texas. But going to public school here, um, would have been a whole different type of person.
Mm,
You kind of know the culture here yourself,
yeah.
and the education, unfortunately, isn't as good as a public school. It's not
Is it the
Texas.
49th or 50th Street?
I think 40, 50 is the latter.
It's still bad.
Yeah,
It's
we're
still
bad.
bad.
Uh, it, it, my life would have been projected in a different direction. I mean, and I wouldn't be as exposed to, obviously, going through life, your focuses are on different things, like not the same occupation. I did sports. I mean,
Mm.
a lot of people kind of still trying to figure out that stayed here, trying to figure out what to do with their life. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so at this point, it's been like what, 3 years since you've been back? What do you say?
Two,
Two,
2.5,
two and a
3.
half,
Yeah.
going on 3. So how long, like, do you feel like you're in a sense now where you like or on your feet more than you was when you first came down here? Or
Yeah, I think things are looking more fortunately realistic. Yeah, I'll say that. Yes.
okay. What's something nobody warned you about life after graduation? Like after,
I believe my mom did a great job of warning me of life's misfortunes. and to prepare. I mean, granted, I don't always take the advice,
Hmm.
sure,
Yeah.
gotta bump your head up every now and then, but it's really just you're told that unfortunate things will take place,
Hmm.
but the only thing that they don't tell you about is something they can't tell you about, and that's
That's what you got to
what's
learn as you
unfortunate.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to literally learn as you go.
because everyone goes through different unfortunate events in our
Hmm.
life, so
Yeah.
that's kind of it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, aside from the unfortunate, let's get into the fortunate events. You're doing commercial real estate.
Okay.
Just entering into that. How did you get into commercial real estate?
Well, I ran into a gentleman, my current partner, at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then he strike the conversation, asked me what I wanted to do. I told him my vision for the state of Oklahoma, and we have similar interest. Met up again out in Valkyrie, downtown Tulsa,
Mm-hmm.
and he told me a little bit about what he does. I said, "Okay, so I want to do what you do. Tell me how this works."
Yeah.
So usually in commercial real estate, they're very they gatekeep. You know, that's very protected, very small pool of people.
Mm-hmm.
So, told me what I needed to do: get your license, run the brokerage, get the deals. He told me the process. Still ongoing process. Yeah, I mean, on top of that, I'm also a manufacturing operator for 12-hour shifts. One
Oh,
works.
snap. So you basically got two, like you doing commercial real estate and
Yeah, I mean, yes,
you're blue collar.
yes.
Oh, snap. Well, shoot. Okay.
I mean,
So,
when you're waiting to get a deal done, it's not like you're paid hourly.
mhm.
You can't just wait months and months and months.
And
You
then
gotta need
it's
the
a
job.
yeah. Why commercial over residential? Because residential is such a I feel like I see a lot of people trying to go into that, I hear real estate, you hear real estate, you're thinking, residential. Why commercial?
I wanna eventually become a developer. I wanna build, everything, but I want to start with multifamily property. Well, instead of just apartments, I wanna build condos, townhomes
Hmm.
that can be bought and or rented,
Okay.
like small, like HUD, communities,
I see. I can see that.
you know?
Mm.
But, yeah, so this is my way to kinda build capital, so I won't need to use loans or, be a syndicator, um all those different things. I mean, I do work with those groups of investors,
Yeah.
but I prefer to just have my own capital, start small, and you know, I mean, sure, start building houses, sure, but
Yeah.
in commercial real estate, checks are larger. It takes longer time, and you got to be very strategic and know
Yeah,
people and how to talk.
I was
But
I was finna say what you doing sounds very strategic instead of like, going I wouldn't say the known route, but it seems like you're doing a route where it's like you actually thinking it through and actually.
too, because in commercial real estate, you're building relationships with the investors who you'll keep working with.
Mhm.
Not just a one-off time. Or I want to sell a house. I think my grandma gonna sell her house and go to the seniors home. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So stuff like that. Like there's a lot more houses than
right.
but you can get repeat sales on the same building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Commercial real estate. Like let's say you do want to sell, like the property sells every 3-4 years. You can get the same
Okay, I dig
person.
it. What does a real day in commercial real estate look like?
Whatever you make it. You can make calls and emails, the meetings. It is solely up to you because it's not like you're not a W-2 worker. At least I'm not. Uh, Solely up to you.
Mhm.
But for me, if I'm not, working my 12-hour shift,
Yeah.
I'm on
Making calls.
databases. Not always.
No?
I try to target specific groups,
Mhm.
and I want specific property types,
Yeah.
class types.
Okay.
So when you're aiming for large institutional size investment groups, they respond to emails a lot faster than they respond to a call.
Mhm.
Depending on the time of day. Also, you got to know exactly who you're emailing out the group. You can't just mail, oh, CEO, principal, whatever,
Yeah.
CFO, COO. Uh, you gotta kind of plan it, and I created a strategy in a sense, and it seems to be getting me uh, good connection so far.
Hmm.
For the direction I want to head towards. It takes a lot of time. I gotta get more skin in the game. Only been a couple months, but this bears some fruit. I can see some uh, it being beneficial in the long run for me.
Okay. So you say you've been in it for a couple of months. So with that being said, what's the biggest misconception so far people have about real estate, you could say?
You got to understand that real estate is everything. Everything is real estate, from land to a parking lot to your house to school, Walgreens, Walmart. Those that everything is real estate. Everything.
Okay.
You know, you got to understand that everything. Like, let's say this Walgreens I just pointed out, right?
Hmm.
Someone owns a building, but Walgreens is the tenant,
Right.
right? So
Hmm.
Walgreens is paying the owner of that building to lease it out,
Right.
right? There could be a 10-year contract, 15-year contract, whatever,
Mm.
right? Or, let's say it's the fact that in commercial real estate, you have to see it as a building making money. It's a business, and it's a lot more profitable than a single family. I say, oh, I got 3 houses I'm renting.
Yeah.
You make a couple $100 extra every month. But if you get like a 10-unit apartment, let's say it's $2 million. You buy that and you're getting paid monthly, right? So usually, I mean, you get paid monthly on a house. But
Mm.
here's what I'm trying to say: let's say 10 units, right? $2 million, 10 units. You can get a loan, let's say beneficial 75-25, right?
Mm.
Put down 25% of that, which is not obviously the whole 2 mil, but
Right.
a couple $100,000. Let's see, let's do the math in my head.
See, you gotta pull the calculator out.
Yeah, I just want to be certain. I mean, on the podcast, just want to make sure.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, just dealing with just how do you like just feel like damn, like I'm not sorry. Well, I can cut this is my podcast shit. But
Yeah.
like how does it feel like just dealing with so much like potential calculations like
I mean, that's just part. That's everything, bro.
it's,
That's everything. But to finish the explanation, it's $500,000. Like, give you a 75-25, put down
uh,
$500,000,
mm,
and then you get the 75% alone. And let's say uh, to get the $500,000, you pool, like I told you, syndications, right?
mhm,
People will say, hey, I'm fundraising to get this property. You do a LP and then GP, like
mm,
limited partner, and then your person that's kind of running the show.
okay.
So let's say you got 10 units. The units are paying 1,200 each unit, right? 1,200 a month
Mhm,
times 10. That's $12,000 every month times 12. So 1 month you get that, and then most people for smaller units like that
mhm,
hold it for a longer period of time. Could be like 5-10 years. Sometimes they do renovations. Sometimes they do value add. If it's value add, the property's not gonna be $2 million. It's gonna be like $500,000. You put down like
mm,
50, and then you
crazy.
sell it for more, basically.
Yeah.
And you get a little, and even when you're trying to go through that process, you're getting paid monthly still
Yeah.
on the units that's being rented out.
Mm. So when did you get your first I might actually be good at this moment? Like
Man,
was it just when you started off, like, was you getting discouraged? Like, maybe this is not for me, and then you had like a mindset of, well, shoot,
I
I
I
might be
I
good at this actually.
I am not the best. I know the strategy I'm developing is bearing fruit, but it's not like when I say commercial real estate is more of a good old boy. Uh, hate to say it, everyone knows everyone.
Mhm.
The investors go to the same uh, conferences. They meet each other. They're in the same markets for long periods of time.
Mhm.
They know who's coming. If it's a new broker, they deal with the same people over and over and over because a lot of these investors own multiple properties, right? You go to
Mhm.
these small towns and it'd be like a family that owns everything, right?
Yeah.
They bought up all the real estate. They're getting paid monthly, with it from retail properties, industrial properties, multifamily properties, uh, special properties.
Yeah.
All of it is fairly handled by a small party of people, and it's easier than you think to become an investor. But it's not just, oh, I want to go buy property. You have to know the market, make sure it's in a good location. You kind of have to. do what you call an underwriting to make sure you get return on your investment.
And like when it comes to the return in investment, like how exactly do you actually like make that make sense?
So, I mean, even in your regular real estate class, right? When you're trying to go through classes and get your license, and they don't necessarily teach commercial real estate there at all. You kind of have to get taught that
Yeah,
with
you
your
have to know that.
corporate. Yeah, no, they don't. They don't. They didn't teach that at all. But most people go through, let's say, net operating income. They call it NOI,
Mm-hmm.
and they also take into consideration the cost of the property,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's how they produce a cap rate. So the cap rate gives them a sense of immediate return.
Yeah.
So how much is this property? Again, you got to see like a business
Yeah.
is generating right now,
Mm-hmm.
and how much is the seller trying to uh, sell the property for? And then same time, I mean, someone could want $10 million for the 2 unit property, but I mean, if it doesn't pencil out, the market's going to tell you it's worth 800,000,
Yeah.
if not four. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yes, you just kind of do your math. Also check the markets. Is it promising? Is it growing? Population, job,
Mm-hmm.
workforce area. Uh, right now, like I said, I'm in a couple months, but I'm understanding the basics of things. But the biggest part is knowing the people.
Right.
It's not quite the same as selling a house, and you're dealing with a lot of emotional decisions.
Mm-hmm.
But these teams of people, they see it as hey, hey, we're in the market. We want to manage the properties on top of acquiring it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, let's just stick in this area, and that's not too far. So if something happens, we can go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to also take into consideration that when you get the property, you have to have additional capital for capex.
Yeah.
So you don't want any deferred maintenance. So if something breaks down in a unit, you're paying for that basically,
Right.
right?
Okay.
Or if an accident happens, certain claims take place, you have to have additional capital to push towards that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah. Okay. How do you stay disciplined in this competitive industry? I feel like this is would you say it's a competitive
I
industry?
I I am staying disciplined because of the situations I've been put in life.
Mhm.
I have no choice
But
but to pursue.
with the industry, like, so for example, let's say, because you're not the only one that's, in like, I would say, in a sense,
Yeah,
are you scouting in a sense, basically?
scouting,
I don't know if I'm using the word right, shoot.
like
You do, like,
prospecting.
yeah, prospecting, if that's the
You got to
word.
do that very often.
Yeah, so would you say it's a competitive industry though?
Oh, very competitive. Yes,
Right.
everyone wants to get paid. I mean, when you're dealing with multiple people who are not getting paid until a deal is closed, yes, they'll fight you tooth and nail.
So how you stay disciplined?
Discipline to continue on, even when, let's say, I'm discouraged or whatever else.
Well, no. Like, I guess you could say that. I mean, like, you could
Just
answer
be
that.
consistent in it. Is that what
Stay
you're asking?
disciplined in so how do you, I guess, yes, that I guess that's what I'm asking. Like, how do you stay grounded, like, in a industry where it's like, I guess, until like you have, like, whenever you close things and
It's the potential of having life changing money.
okay,
Simple as that.
okay.
And again, it's in the field I want to be in. I'm going to have to be, if I want to be a developer, I need to be involved with
Mm,
the field of people, anyhow. You know,
mm. Doing this, being in this industry, like, have it made your mindset shift a little bit, like, or have your mindset always been the way it's been even before you got in this industry?
it has most definitely shifted. The database I use allowed me to see owners, see how they operate, talk to them,
Mm,
get to know, kind of the ins and outs of everything you see.
mhm,
When I tell you that everything is real estate, there's somebody that owns something you are looking at.
yeah,
A parking lot, a retail store, an industry plant. Like, uh, let's say even some of the industrial buildings you see,
yeah,
those businesses that may be within it
mm,
are always the owners. You know what I'm saying? They're
thanks.
paying someone every month
Oh, yeah. It's like they always under
plus a
somebody.
percentage.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Paying someone plus percentage. call it net, N.
Mm.
You know. Yeah, there's someone that always owns something, and it was another reason. Like when I met one of the investors I was working with, pulled up in like a '06 Toyota Camry or something, bro.
And whole time.
He got bank. He just looked like, these people are regular guys. These people that are sometimes come across
And them the ones that be like, you'll think they don't,
stacked.
yeah, them be the ones like dressed bummy, you thinking like not,
Nice
putting
home.
it into like nonprofit people. I'm just like, and stuff. I'm like,
That,
I'm just to give an example, like people like, being judgmental based off of like how people dress or like, like you say he was in the
yeah.
'06 Camry. Them are the people that like actually be making bread, like, just low key,
So
nah niggas.
I said $5,000 like that because like
No,
you,
that's me
yeah,
just throwing a number out.
yeah.
That's me. No, no, no. I'm saying
I'm
like,
just for the audience.
oh yeah, no, no, yeah,
That's
I'm
what I'm
just
about to explain.
okay. I'm gonna let you. No, I'm explain for myself.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like, so like how you said he was driving a '06 Camry
Yeah.
and probably dressed regularly. Don't got no designer on.
No.
He just
Yeah.
dressed regular. Them the type of people you wouldn't even think putting 5,000 into like a nonprofit donation type of order.
Mm.
Like them the type of people that'll just do that. Like
Okay.
yeah,
I get what
that's
you're
what I
saying.
was trying to
Yeah.
make.
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
point I was making.
Okay.
Yeah. But aside from that, like what I want to ask you, what keeps you grounded in all this?
God, my mom, God, I got a God-fearing mother. Prays every day, and only child. Growing up, I had
Mhm.
to take responsibility for everything. I ain't had no sibling I could, he did it, she did it.
Yeah.
I ain't had that. If something happened, I did it. I did that.
Like you the
Nobody else.
only one,
Nobody else.
like it ain't no look left, it ain't no point. It's like nah.
And growing up, I used to be like, something happened in class. I'd be like, well, something bad happened. I said, well, Tommy did this. So this is why everything transpired. I was like, what did you do? I don't care what the other kids did. What did you do? So taking responsibility helps me kind of stay grounded.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean, especially knowing the Lord, when you're born again and you receive Him into your life, you're called to do specific things. Ever since He came into my life, I have a specific vision for, as I told you earlier briefly, the state of Oklahoma. That is, that's kind of, yeah, that's all I'll say.
Okay, okay. What's a non-negotiable for you now that wasn't before in a relationship aspect, in a job aspect?
In a like romantic relationship or just platonic,
It could be either or, however you choose to receive it.
how I choose to receive it.
Yeah, so like I'm just speaking just in general. Like, it could be a platonic, it could be a romantic, it could be family. What I mean, so like so from a I feel like now it's just like when you are at a certain status at your life, so you're doing commercial real estate, so you gotta move different. You gotta mindset wise in order to want better for yourself.
Mm.
And for like I said, a job aspect and a relationship aspect. It could be family, be a friend, be somebody, you're
Well,
romantic. Like
I I'll tell you right off the bat for a job aspect, when I tell you that it depends on me,
mhm,
I mean, it's just me, literally. Like, maybe my team, I have a very small team.
mhm,
Uh, my income, once I leave this manufacturing job, depends on me.
mhm,
I'm the job. It's
right,
not even the job, it's just, work.
mhm,
You know, uh, uh, it I would have to sit down, plan things, scale it,
mhm,
and then produce. For platonic and romantic relationships, I think a non-negotiable will be like, I need reason. Like, if you're asking me to do things or saying that I should stop doing things or do something, I like to have reason,
yeah,
right? I don't want to just, all right, okay, yes, no, give me reason to talk.
yeah,
I want to understand, you know, I don't want to just, oh, I need some money, or like, hey, let's do this, or
yeah,
or I don't think you should do that. Well, why?
yeah.
Why? I don't want to just talk. I need like,
You need action. You need
yeah,
to like understanding,
yeah.
clarity.
Like honestly, I don't always need conversations where in our groups like this, people are like, oh well, I don't want to talk unless it's about money. Also, don't be broke.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. That's why.
But at the same time, I just value reason in anything. Whether any conversation I have about the Lord, about work, about food, about going about different life experiences, or just something completely random or even off the rails. Like,
Mhm.
give me some reasoning, unless you're just telling a story time. Like a sharing a moment in your life. But yeah, I like to have reason. Reason is my best friend.
Okay, okay. What's one thing you want your future family to say about you?
I was a good father, a good husband, and an example that they want to follow. And that my father has set everything in order before his passing.
Okay. Shoot, sound like you already on a good start to that, I ain't gonna lie. So,
Mm.
but we're gonna get into some hot seat questions.
Okay.
It's nothing too crazy, but
Mm.
I got 5 hot seat questions for you, and then after I ask you my five, you can ask me 5 questions.
Okay.
Um,
I ain't get to plan no 5 questions, but okay, go ahead.
I know I didn't mention that, but yeah.
Okay.
So, what's one thing college didn't prepare you for?
Uh, Man, I don't think college prepares you for life in itself. It prepares you for it. It just provides education that you're paying for unless you have scholarship. Uh, for me,
Mm,
other people may have different answers, but uh, it prepares you to be. You got to be a planner. You got
mm,
to set times to prepare yourself to go to class, to interact with other people,
mm.
choose your friends. I mean, it creates an environment to where you realize that you are responsible for yourself.
Right. No, like I actually was at in really Wiley in Missouri. Like, I could say the same thing.
Mm.
Um, what's one habit you had to unlearn?
A habit I had to unlearn. It's tough. I like to think my habits are good habits. um, I would say a habit I need to keep is to listen before speaking. I already do that, but even more given the field that, when you speak with investors, it'd be best to allow them to talk about whatever they're talking about, whether it be a property. That's how you receive information and be productive,
Mm,
strategically productive.
okay. I'll take that. What's the best you got? What's the best? No, let's see.
Yeah, that's 4 questions there.
No, I didn't say it.
I know. You got another one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's the worst advice you've gotten from a young professional as yourself? Like in your age? Like,
Worst advice?
yeah, like, a lot of people give advice, but like it's not always the best advice. And you just like, what the hell, nigga? What type of advice is that?
Usually if it's nonsense, I forget it like right when they say it. I ain't gonna lie.
Like you
It's
ain't
hard.
never
I don't hold on to it
I,
mentally, but I'm gonna try to remember it. Give me one sec.
you can't think.
I would say I've been told. I give you an example. Talking to someone about commercial real estate, and someone that has no knowledge of commercial real estate try to tell me what I should aim for in commercial real estate.
Yeah, like yeah, okay.
Like, oh, you need to approach abandoned buildings when you
Whole
don't
time you
know.
don't even know nothing about it. You don't
Right,
even know where to start.
right,
Okay, okay,
exactly.
okay. If you could talk to your freshman yourself from let's go to college,
Ah, man.
what would you say?
Ugh, I would say nothing to you. I would just let you, because I'm good the way my life is. Like,
Mm,
if I were to alter something,
yeah.
I throughout all the struggles, man, all the things I had to learn, I feel like I needed to go through that.
Yeah, we all needed to, like, in some I feel like it was something I don't know if you would agree with it, but it was something that, somebody had says your life is already written, we just don't have the book, in a sense, so you can't really, like, alter anything or not live in regret in a sense.
That's like basically that's basically saying simulation. Simulation, like a simulated. It's already written for you. I mean, I think God has already chosen the course of this world,
Mhm.
right? But it's in a unique way. We don't have the mind of
Yeah.
God to really say, oh, well, this is like this. We have the scriptures, but I mean, obviously, I'm a Christian. You know that.
Mhm.
Everyone isn't, but I'm not gonna shy away from it. This world is uniquely, wonderfully made.
Mhm.
It's going crazy right now, though.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Life is the way that it should be. Unfortunately,
Mhm.
fortunate and unfortunate events. World's going a blur. Bombs going off. People getting healed.
Yeah.
I think everyone with their various variety of experience should continue to take its natural course.
Yeah. I could stand by that.
Yeah. My job as a believer, though, is just share the gospel. But aside from that, I mean, humans are humans.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any questions? Hot seat questions for me? I did. Loki did. I didn't tell you that before, but just to like,
Was that 5 questions? Did you ask me 5 questions?
yeah, that was 5.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
that was 5.
Uh,
You could ask me 3 though.
I may even ask you to.
Okay.
What is the purpose of life to you?
Hmm.
I'm not asking you what's your purpose, but what is the purpose of life? Why are we here? I know why. I mean, I got my answer. Obviously, I told you I'm a believer, but like,
Yeah. I feel like that's I wouldn't say that's a broad question, but for me it's just like
that provokes what do you believe in, basically. It's a hot seat question, right?
hmm,
It's hot seat,
it
right?
is a hot seat question. That was something
Where you stand on, buddy?
I wasn't expecting. Well, man, I feel like the purpose of life is to live,
Hmm. Purpose of life is to live.
to live.
To die?
No, to live.
We all do, right?
We do.
Why do we die? We has purpose of life, but what's the purpose of death? Why do we die? I'm like, man,
What's
I'm really just rambling, but
yeah,
to
no. You still but not like I feel like honestly, to keep it a beam and a buck, like that's something I would actually have to think on. You got me on that. Like
all right, let me ask you a different one.
I'm a little slow right now.
No, you're good. If you saw yourself in the same position that you were in 2025, what would you do?
You talking about for 2026?
If you saw yourself in the same position as last year at the end of 2026, what you doing to yourself, right? What you doing?
It'll
Let me rephrase that to yourself. But
no,
what are you
you
doing?
don't even have to. It'll never happen. Just know
Bro,
you seen everything from start to finish. It'll never happen.
it's January.
Not even in a blink of an eye. Like I can already say, just in the span of 18 days, I cold-heartedly feel more accomplished than I did last year in any type of way. In any type of way, I've already feel like I've accomplished because when I went to my Prosper alumni youth group, this was last week. She was like, "What's something significant that happened to you in 2025?" You know what I said? Nothing. I said nothing. I was just like, dang, there's nothing I could brag about. There was nothing significant. That'll never happen.
I think there are significant events. You could even say realization that things need to change.
I, I guess okay. Yeah, no, well, no, I mean, like, yeah, but no. Yeah, but no. Yes, but no. I see what you're saying, but like, I don't know. Like, I guess, but like, at the same time, like, one certain situation, like I was still like not yeah. So and I actually got official like on the first, like okay, like really the 31st, the 30th, 29th, somewhere around there, bro.
Mm.
But yeah, like definitely that's not gonna happen. So, yeah, that was a good one. That was definitely a good one. I mean, that would be 2 years at that point. Just looking like how my life is just that like just things that transpires is declining, so another question you got for me? That was one.
Two. Last question. How would you better others? I mean, like we obviously want to see ourselves in certain positions, but
Mhm.
how does what you want to do benefit people around you? That's really how you become profitable. I mean,
Right. Yeah, no.
you fix a problem.
Yeah, my whole thing is, I'm a marketer. I like marketing people. Like, I like, elevating people in that way. So at that point, I'm helping elevate people. And then I also want to give back. Like, I do want to, like, eventually, like, give back to families that need and all that good stuff. But, I'm big on pushing people that don't know how to push themselves. I feel like that's a good thing to do that because it's just like, well, shoot. Without me, like realistically, you wouldn't know what to do. Like,
He said,
like
"Without me,
that sounds very cocky, but
without
like
me."
that's very real.
Nah.
That's very real. Like, that's very real. Like, it's all love, but it's just like it's just the reality of what things is. It's just like,
I think it's just the fruit of the environment.
yeah, no, exactly. So it's not even on no cocky shit, it's just real shit. Like,
Mm.
and it's appreciated, V6. But yeah, that's my answer to you. for that one.
Okay.
Definitely want to give back, and that's just message that cracked
So
me up.
you wanna coach and train,
Hmm?
encourage, coach, train, encourage.
No,
People don't know how to motivate themselves to do what?
no, 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 no. So like, I'm currently going to school for marketing right now.
Okay.
I say had because it was a label, but now I'm turning it into an agency. TFWW Records is not a thing no more. It's gonna be TFWW Agency. And what I did, from 2023 when I got my LLC up until really the beginning. Okay, no, it's been since 2021, but I got the LLC in 2023 to start doing tax write-offs and shit. I had 4 artists that I managed and, that was under me where, I basically helped market their music, playlist and getting them on the radio,
Mm,
interviews, stuff like that. And then just also saying like, yeah, this should go on a project, this shouldn't, you know, helping with their creative process in a sense. That's the type of marketing that I do, the type of things that I do. Aside from that, in that aspect, I also want to be able to like make money from that, a decent amount of money to where I'm able to give back to people in need.
mm,
So,
good.
but as far as coaching, I mean, like, I guess in a sense you could say, like, I do that in a sense, but like, I guess I could see what you're saying, but like, I just want to be super clear on what exactly it is that I do.
I got you, man.
Yeah.
I ain't got no more questions after that.
Okay, okay. Well, we're about to like kind of wrap up, but do you have like any advice for how young people should approach careers they don't fully understand yet?
Get a coach,
Get a coach.
get a trainer, find a mentor.
Mm,
Simple as that. Save
I
a lot of
agree.
issues.
I agree.
Shoot.
Um, what's one move that changed your life post college? That'll be the last question.
All the stuff I've been through changed my life.
One move that
Like,
changed your
when you
life
say that now,
post
my life ain't really like been dramatically changed. Like, I'm like, I'm thinking like, oh, I mean, things that I took from it was like, hey,
like
need to
for
be better.
example, you moving from the city to Tulsa. I feel like that's a move right there.
It lets you know that I think is a mindset shift of I've been disappointed by people I like. I not just with trying to find a job or applying there, but a lot of the people I was meeting to try to work with, here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, also share my vision for the state. Uh, just a lot of disappointment, man, and got to realize that one, I gotta do it myself.
Mhm.
No one's going. Nah, scratch that. You can develop a team, be productive. I will say you have to move.
Yeah,
Let's say God. God is a helper, but He's not gonna control it.
yeah,
You have to move. Help. Help doesn't mean do everything for you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You have to take the step.
Mm,
Yes, he'll be there. Even if you do 5%, he does 95. Take a step.
right.
Move forward. You know?
Yeah.
But it has to be in the direction that he aligns with. Right?
Mm,
Two can walk together unless they agree. So if you're doing some foolishness and walking with people that agree with your foolishness, you don't need to be walking with them.
right.
It needs to be change of direction. As far as the disappointment goes, I kind of rambled a little bit. As far as the disappointment goes, I have to realize that, yeah, I have to move. I have to start. And hope is a big thing.
Mm,
Because I don't want to always say do it myself because you can't really do a lot of things yourself. You can start yourself, get
yeah.
paid yourself, but you're gonna need a team for a lot of things you do in life. Congregation can't function off one pastor, right?
Mhm.
A pastor shouldn't even be the center of the whole structure of a church nowadays. But people's gonna disappoint you, but you have to move forward. That's what I can say. I rambled a
Right.
little bit, but that's it.
Move forward. All right. Well, Jahmario, I appreciate you for tapping into Jaden Deshawn's hot seat. It was a pleasure having you, bro. And yeah, where can we find you at? Like, where could certain investors, that want to reach out to you, where can they find you?
Just type in my name on LinkedIn. I try to target specifically investors, so if you're not that, I don't know. I'm sorry,
Right.
but
So I said investors.
for LinkedIn specifically, I just like to keep it in that field, you know, respectfully.
Okay. Well, again, thank you for tuning in, and I will see y'all in a couple of weeks. I am taking a 2-week break since I've been releasing episodes back to back. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and we out this. Peace.
Peace.